Happy Monday. How are you today? I hope that this week is going to be an incredible week for you, and I know that it will be. So, there's something really interesting I wanted to talk to you about today, which is attaching to the outcome versus the actions to support it. And this is a really important topic and something I had to learn the hard way over many years of trial and error. So, something that I've noticed is that a lot of entrepreneurs tie themselves to a goal. Like, I want to grow my follower count by 500 people this month, as an example. And what the problem is with this is that when you attach yourself to the outcome, when something isn't working, you will very quickly shift gears to another thing instead of figuring out why that thing isn't working. So let's stick with this example of wanting to grow your follower count by 500 people in a month. Now you do the simple math. I have a little calculator here. So 500 people in a month divided by 30 days is 16 people. So let's round that up and say we want 20 new followers a day. And if you just attach to the outcome of 20 new followers a day, you will be throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks for months on end. You're going to try one thing, it's not going to work. You're going to shift to another thing, that might not work. You're going to shift to another thing that might work, but you're still kind of shifting gears all the time, trying to figure out what's going to get me the closest, the quickest. And there is no way to tell, right? Until you do that thing. So just sitting down and thinking, what would someone who has 20 new followers a day at a minimum coming in be doing? And then decide on a set number of actions. So for me, if I were to think about this, I would say, okay, 20 followers a day. I need to, for sure, be posting consistently. I need to be using hashtags and monitoring how they impact my reach. I need to be engaging with accounts and showing up on a daily basis for a certain amount of time, whether that's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I need to be coming up with a way to gain those steady followers and have people sharing and saving my content so that it's getting seen more. So automatically, that is shifting my focus to specific calls to action, specific hashtag sets, and a content strategy that's going to bring people in on a consistent basis. Let's just say that first week, if I were focused on the outcome of 20 people, I would be very focused on whether or not I'm gaining 20 followers or not. And that would impact my desire to shift gears quickly or not. But if I'm focused on every day, doesn't matter what the outcome is, I'm going to focus on being consistent, using these hashtags, coming up with the specific type of content that I know gets followers. Like, I'm creating the plan and I'm sticking to the plan. You are automatically so focused on the actions you've chosen and if they work or not, that instead of deciding this action is not working for me right now, and so I shift gears, you think to yourself, why isn't this action working as anticipated? And you deepen into that idea. So if a hashtag is not working, you, instead of saying this hashtag's not working, I've got to get 20 followers, so I'm going to shift to this other hashtag. You're going to think this hashtag isn't working. Why isn't it working? So go to this hashtag and see what other types of posts are working with this hashtag. Which ones are getting the most reach, the most likes, the most shares, the most saves, like really deepening into your choices and just deciding at that point what the most strategic move is versus attaching so deeply to the outcome that you're moving all over the place and not creating any trackable metrics or real results for yourself. And I see people do this all the time. So when you're setting a goal, I want you to think about the actions you will take to become the person who achieves the goal. And your first few times doing this are probably going to be challenging because you've never done it before, but stick with it and really commit to those actions that make that goal inevitable instead of committing fully to the goal and not knowing what those actions are and not being committed to any set of practices or actions to make it happen. Okay, have an amazing week. I believe in you. I see all the hard work you're putting in, and I think you're incredible. I'm cheering for you. And if you need any support at all, just post in the Breakthrough Lab and ask for it. I'm here for you.